I've been experiencing sleep paralysis ever since I could remember, since it happened so frequently. I thought it was normal and harmless, and my parents assured me the same. I never had any hallucinations or anything. I would simply just wake up randomly in the middle of the night and only be able to open my eyes and look around. It would always be a little freaky, as I'd want to pull the sheets over my head to hide, but was unable to. Anyway, there was a single experience that I had that really creeped me out, and I still think about it today. I was 11 at the time, and it was a school night after a nice weekend. At 9 o'clock, my parents made me get ready for bed and turned off all the lights as I got comfortable, holding my plushy doll between my arms. Then, just like any other night, I fell asleep. I never knew why my brain would wake me up at night, leaving me paralyzed and conscious. But as dumb as this may sound, the common reason seemed to be no reason at all. However, this night when I woke up, something felt different. I was more worried than usual. In only a few seconds after opening my eyes, I heard movement below me from downstairs. I had no way of seeing what time it was, but I knew my dad would stay up late sometimes, so I tried to calm myself. But the movement became more clear, revealing soft footsteps coming up the stairs very slowly. Even as a kid, I knew the differences between the sound of someone casually walking up the stairs and someone walking up quietly and carefully. I began to panic a bit more in my mind, though still trying to hush my thoughts, as the footsteps approached my bedroom door and stopped. Now my parents always warned me that hallucinations are a common side effect of sleep paralysis, and although I had never experienced them before, one day I was sure to. They described it as something like a nightmare that just feels real. But when it happens, I just have to keep telling myself that it isn't real, and it will be over soon, just like any other dream. So laying there immobile, I closed my eyes and repeated in my head that this was just a dream and nothing was real. After a minute went by, I opened my eyes again and felt a sense of relief, as I was sure the nightmare had ended. That was until my bedroom door slowly opened. I was practically holding my breath in fear as I watched what looked like a man walk into my room slowly. I closed my eyes again, hoping to get this awful nightmare to end. I listened as the soft footsteps on the wooden floors approached the side of my bed. I was too scared to even open my eyes and continued to repeat in my head that this was just a dream and I needed to wake up. I felt the man breathing on my shoulder as my doll was taken from my side. Then the footsteps faded away down the end of the room. I slightly opened my eyes, still horrified, and I got a glimpse of the man walking away with my doll, closing the door quietly. Even then, I still couldn't move. I just closed my eyes again and tried to control my emotions, but it was hard. Every awful thought I could think of was going through my head all at once. I don't even remember falling back asleep. When I woke up in the morning, though, I was much more at ease. I sat up and looked around, making sure this wasn't some weird dream again. Everything seemed normal until I looked at my side. The doll wasn't there. All the emotions suddenly hit me again, and I began crying as I ran to my parents' room and woke them up. They didn't seem too surprised when I explained myself, having expected something like this to happen. My dad got up though and came to my room to help me look for my doll. He assumed I had just misplaced it, and it would turn up quickly like it usually does, but strangely it didn't. Still not worried at all, my dad began searching the rest of the house. He knew how much the doll means to me, and probably just wanted to make me feel better about my nightmare, but we still couldn't find it. In fact, we never did.